Man, thank you so much for stopping by. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about how you can make extra money from flipping items. What do I mean by that? So, flipping an item is where you get something for free or really low cost, and then you sell it, and hopefully you make more money from doing it. So, I'm going to give you a short story about how I did it. I really needed some money. I only had $12. That's it. I had $12. And I ended up being able to turn it into $107. Not very much, but it's more than having the $12 before. And if you're watching a video like this, you're probably in a certain situation that you may need to make some money really quickly. So hopefully this helps. So what I did was I took the $12 and I went to the Goodwill and I bought a pair of Nike sneakers for like $5 or $10. And oh yes, I Google Lensed it and saw that the shoes were worth like $200 or $300. A good, decent pair of shoes. It was some Nikes. And I looked around the area beforehand and noticed that one of the pawn shops sold shoes that were similar to um, the shoes I saw in the Goodwill. So I was taking a risk, but I've been doing this a while, so I knew. I was confident I could do it. So I took it over and I showed him the shoes. He's like, "You got a box?" I'm like, "Nah, man, no, there's no box." And so then I ended up getting $38 for it. So that's more money than I had before. So I take my $38 and I go back to the Goodwill. The cool thing about this Goodwill is that it actually had an auction where they would auction off like the higher amount items like laptops and instruments and stuff like that. And so I saw there was a guitar, and I knew that that guitar was worth some money because I Google lensed it and saw, oh, okay, it's worth a few $100s. So so I placed my bid, and I ended up winning the bid at $35. So then I took the guitar I bought the guitar, took it to the pawn shop, and I negotiated, and I ended up getting $107 for it. So I say that to say, be creative. Think of places and search places that um, buy and sell or buy, sell, trade, things like that. Another way people flip things, and that I personally flip things, is finding things out of the trash. Now, I'm not saying go out, take people's garbage bags and cut them open and dig through them. That's not what I'm talking about. Um, I have a story for this one. So basically, not 100% story. Well, I'll give you the story, and then I'll tell you what I've done too. So with the a story where I've went and saw that somebody was throwing away this big old like utility shop vacuum that I knew was a lot of money because I Google lensed it. And so I'm gonna say Google lens a lot, but I Google lensed it and saw that it was worth some money. I didn't pay nothing for it. I just cleaned it up and took it to the pawn shop and sold it. So a lot of my solutions here will be taken to the pawn shop, but it's not limited to that. I found places where they buy and sell sportswear, and I went to the Goodwill, gotten some really cheap sportswear, and taken it to um, places and sold them. I typically like to go to places where I know they'll just buy it off me. I can get a big amount to it and sell it to them, and kind of do it more of a distributing thing rather than dealing with. Facebook Marketplace is a great thing, but I don't like going back and forth with a bunch of people just to sell one thing. So I really try to find things that I know I can get and take it somewhere that I know will buy it, and I can just worry about getting a higher volume of it to more so guarantee I'll make some money. Not saying that I don't use Facebook Marketplace, because I do, but I definitely prefer to do things that way, and that would definitely be in a lot of ways I give advice because I like to get money quick. I want to get it boom as quick as I can. Now I will be patient and wait for selling things on Marketplace, but this is what I prefer. But other ways that I found, oh man, especially in places like California, which I lived in California for like 2 years, you there's like, especially when you go by like the really rich areas, people are throwing away just a brand new TV because there's no space for it for their new one they just got, so they're just leaving it there. Oh yes, oh, I'm glad I remember to tell you all this. um Curbside pickups, Facebook Marketplace. I don't know if it's still called Let Go, but apps like Let Go, things like that. Look out for people saying, "Hey, I have a bunch of stuff. I'm moving, or I don't like want this extra stuff. I'm just leaving on the curb. First come, first serve." I've gotten all kinds of nice stuff that people were just they just didn't know what to do with it, so they were just throwing it out. I've gotten all kinds of stuff, like consoles, um, strollers, furniture, car parts, all kinds of stuff, skis, like all kinds of random stuff, you know. So definitely look out for curbside pickup, and some of that stuff you can keep, and some of the stuff that you can sell, but it's free stuff that you can flip. You know what I mean? It's a snowball effect. You get something for free, you flip it, makes a little bit of money, and then you can spend a little bit of more of it, and maybe use it for gas money to get you to a curbside and get more stuff and sell it. And before you know it, you're just flipping stuff, and it's fun, and you make a little bit of money off of it. You know. So hopefully this helps. Hope that you can make some quick cash, and if you're in a situation where you really need some cash and times are rough, I hope the situation gets better for you. Hope you enjoy the video and like and subscribe.